brain gene and is then synthesized with the DNA of that person. The destination of such brain genes is first and foremost the original parts of the brain. That means your so-called reptilian part, the part that is first grown in the womb, the part that helps to be the stem from which the flower, the lotus, blooms. Understand what I just said? The stem from which the lotus blooms. The lotus don't bloom if the stem is cut, or if the stem has some form of impediment in it. And you could put certain types of artificial receptors there that take the natural flow of light and energy and completely changes them around so the lotus blooms out as a cactus or some shit. Now, the destination of these so-called, and I'm using this word, brain genes, is first of all the original parts of the brain. And that original part of the brain is the limbic system. And the limbic system is a group of brain-structured nodules that include the hippocampus, the amygdala, the dentate gyrus, the cingulate gyrus, the gyrus fornicatus. Yeah, the gyrus fornicatus, the arch cortex, and their interconnections and connections with the hippocampus, the septal area, and the medical area of the mesosouth, okay, hold on for me. These motherfuckers put all this long shit here. Mesencephalic, and phallic being, you know what, right? Mesencephalic tegmentum. Must be something look like a dick sticking up in your brain somewhere. This system is activated by motivated behavior and arousal, and it influences the endocrine system and the autonomic motor systems. Now, the endocrine system is what helps you make sure that you are either male or female. It tells you how to distribute all the nutrients. It tells you where to put everything, how your body is supposed to function. The endocrine system is like the baddest part of the system. It makes all of the hormones and makes sure the hormones are healthy. Fuck with that, and you know, guys are walking around and women are walking around. And you don't know what's what. Yes, brother, you had, you know, okay. So the genes implanted in the tomato don't cause the tomato to grow or even live longer, only to manipulate man. It is the ultimate medium for control of humanity through the manipulation of food. Remember, I mentioned earlier that food and eating of food is a form of communication. Eating is a form of communication. Eating is a form of information transfer. Because everything that you eat is based upon your synergistic communication with nature, and nature communicating her love and her beneficence to you. So when you eat, you can't be talking all kind of bullshit. You can't be arguing with somebody. You can't be yelling and screaming. You could be in a nice temper there, you could be doing, but you could be eating. I have a problem eating, sometimes looking at TV, but then when I'm eating, I'm getting pissed off. You know? So, unless you are completely girded against the bullshit, you know, don't eat and absorb shit when you're eating. You're supposed to be eating around something real calm. You're supposed to be listening to breezes blow, you know? You're supposed to be hearing the breath in your head. You're supposed to be hearing the chewing. You're supposed to be feeling and synergizing with the food. Oh, thank you, broccoli, you know. You know, thank you. And ooh, this is so good. Oh, yeah. And eating with the fingers like children. You know, just getting messy with it, you know. Just loving your food. One to one. The only society that eats with inorganic, you're supposed to steal between you and your food. At least the Chinese and them put the wood, and wooden bowls, wooden spoons, at least have some kind of frequency vibration with the food. The wood is alive. That's cool. But the hand pre-digests the food. The hand, the energy in the hand and the fingers communicates to the body. The aura is already picking up what you got in your hand. Before it even hits your mouth, you got the right digestive juices in the mouth. Why do you think babies look so happy when they have food all over them? The whole body is enjoying this. It's sucking it up in the pores and everything. Eating is information transfer, because the nutrient base that's within that life form that you are sacrificing, that you are giving up, that is giving up its life for you, that information is being transferred. The information of the light of the sun, photosynthesis, what the earth has been telling, information from a plant that picks up information. Plants talk to one another from around the world. They don't just speak to one another. You read The Secret Life of Plants. They speak. They had this dude, he was standing there, and he hooked up an oscillator or some kind of equipment to a cantaloupe, and he was about to smash this other cantaloupe, and the cantaloupe energy started going off the scale, as if it was alive, like it knew what you were going to do to the other cantaloupe. So everything that is a byproduct of life is alive. So when you are eating live food, you're supposed to be in thanks, you're supposed to be in great humor, in surrender and in love and I mean, that's the way. You cannot be poisoned with that kind of attitude. You cannot. I don't give a damn if you're putting down hemlock. You have this love. It knows you. Food knows you by the way you are with it. It knows you from the beginning. Now, let me describe what a gene is. A gene, to me, metaphysically, is a resonance or frequency receptor. Listen to me carefully now. I hope I'm not losing you. Are you all right? You sure you're all right? You can just, like do this, I won't be embarrassed, yawn and stretch it out and, do a dance step, wiggle a little bit, get the blood flowing. Because remember now, while you're sitting here in front of me, all the blood that you would normally be using to digest food is coming up to the brain to digest my words. You see, all the blood is up here now. That's why some of y'all are saying, well, damn, it's too much blood. Because you get an overload. Yes, brother. Oh, yeah, not only the Department of Energy is hooked up with the Pentagon. Okay? You said the Human Genome Project. There's a Human Genome Project that is funded by the government. Matter of fact, it's made up of scientists from around the world. And it's funded through the Department of Energy, which is funded directly through the Pentagon, which is funded actually directly through the Jason organization, which is the super scientists. All this bullshit you see with, taking water and turning it to steam, that ain't nothing. They're levels of science that they practice. This is practiced at the highest level.
That's what the movie was about.
What?
They mix fusion with the human genome to use people as batteries.
Oh, yeah. You have to turn them into the battery. Yeah. Well, that's what the whole movie's about. You got it right there. Yeah. IBM. AT&T, GE, all blue chippers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. No, phew, big boss has spoken. Now, the gene is a resonance or frequency receptor. The gene is a translator of light and sound frequencies into information. Hello. Let me say that one more time. The gene is a translator of light and sound frequencies into information or aton. Informing aton. Informing, the informing of the sun. The sun informing. When you get information, you are forming light within you. That's what information is. Whatever you get in as sound, you process. And that process becomes you. That's what information is. The instructions form you. You form yourself from what you are given of the word. This is communicated to the cellular complex at large. Thought frequencies are reflected frequencies. Now follow me. Thought frequencies are reflected frequencies. They reflect or are filtered through the soul and the signatures of experience that have marked it. Your soul is marked with tattoos, blemishes of past experiences. They vibrate. They help to inspire you. They give you the premise of your thinking. All your former experiences are tattooed upon the soul. They give off frequencies that create your kinds of thinking, your kinds of behavior. They give off frequencies that eventually, if you keep constantly dealing with them, create your disease states. Thought is the bedrock of all disease. Thought terraforms you through the way the soul has that signature. In all your experiences,